A day in the life of a journalist is not so glamorous, and it's pretty dang crazy.
She's doing a documentary on me. Really? I'm not that cool. All right, Georgia, here I go.
My name is Jenny Day. I'm a news reporter for Lakeland Public Television. I'm 24 years old. I went to San Diego State University. I majored in broadcast journalism and minored in Spanish. Well, right now I'm just shooting video for this United Way's Backpack Buddies program. They're decorating cakes in an effort to raise money for children who may not have food after school or when they go home on the weekends or during the holidays. So just a very positive news story with a kind of a fun twist.
You guys aren't feeling rushed at all, are you? No. You guys are all right.
Is that all right? I have wanted to be a journalist since I was 9 years old. Honestly, I can't imagine doing anything else with my life because I just enjoy being able to share stories, tell people's amazing stories, inform people on different issues, meet new and different people, kind of go out in the field every day. I love the behind the scenes of things as well. I love, the videography, the editing, the writing. I just think it's a way to really keep people very informed. So as you can see, my script is almost done. We've got our sound bites picked. We'll just fill in these little holes with great video and track my voice and then call it a day. No, totally. Is it better? Right there. Thought you have that on camera, don't you? Slow news days, I don't hate this part of it, but it's more challenging. Like, you certainly have to, find a local angle for a national story or just be really up to date on current events, which you should be if you're in this industry. But, certainly they're the more challenging days when people don't get back to you or trying to convince someone to do an interview that's camera shy or, so there are just little parts like that.
I'm not saying I know it all. Yeah, see? She overreacts when I try to give her... Hi, my name is Jamil Donath, and I'm a reporter for Lakeland News.
There you go.
I went to school at Arizona State University, and I majored in broadcast journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. So, this is the annoying part about sun, is that when you do an interview, stand-up, anything, you want to have the sun on your face. I fell in love with journalism when I was like 4 years old. I got this tape recorder that had a microphone on it when I was around 4, I'm guessing, and I just started making up fake news shows with my brother, kind of about anything that was going on during the day. My mom would be cooking something and I'd be reporting on it. And we did fake weather, and I just started getting into it that way. And ever since I got that little tape recorder, I have been reporter-driven ever since. Shoot was a bit rough, not gonna lie. I think I expected it to be a lot warmer, for one. There was a lot of mud. The house was not situated in the correct position, let me just put it that way. Half of it was behind trees, and half of it was in the shade. So a lot of the video was either halfway overexposed or halfway too dark. But that's a challenge that we face every day. A day in the life of a journalist is not so glamorous, and it's pretty dang crazy. It's all over the place, and that's what I love about it. And I think that's what most reporters love about it, is the fact that you come into work every day and you might have something planned, but something horrible could happen, or could be some breaking news story that you have to get to immediately. And that's what's great about it. Every day is different, even if you think it's not going to be. Someone's gonna have to say yes, or I'm gonna start just grabbing my own. The most difficult part is working around other people, because you might have an idea and you might know exactly who you want to talk to and how you want to do things, but if the people you want to talk to aren't cooperating with you, which happens all the time, then that's pretty much the most difficult part, is not having anything set up. Why wouldn't it tell me what effing time it was? Do you people all have a complex?
Do you want me looking at the camera or you?
Power for families, here for the community. Growing Power, the Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The people that I get to meet every day bring such a variety to the table. I mean, some days they're very hard news stories, other days very featurey pieces. But I love meeting people every day. I think that's probably my favorite part, in being able to share their stories, good or bad.
This is such a fun shoot, honestly.
I far prefer hard news stories. If there is a murder or a bank robbery, like, I want to be the first at the scene. Some people hate news because of that, because it's a lot of negative, but I think it only educates people and helps people down the road. So yeah, I definitely prefer the hard news stories. I think I prefer writing them. They're more cut and dry, which I like the short, declarative, to the point stories. But then that's why I love this industry so much too, because there's such a variety. I'm allowed to do the feature pieces too, and kind of just highlight one specific person or talent. So variety is good, but definitely hard news is my calling.
Thanks. Take good care. Thanks. Sweetie.
When I anchor too much, I miss reporting, and when I report all the time, then I'm like, I want an anchor day. So I really do thrive on both. I think even if I got to that ultimate goal and anchored in San Diego, I would still very much like to go out in the field some days and report. So I think the mix is the best. So. But anchoring is such a rush, and it's live, and it's just, you're the star of the show, so it's fun.
He was talking as I was writing this down. I don't think that's that weird. I write people's name down the second they call me. I'm a journalist. I thought he was calling me about a story.
Yeah, you have to be fun to be in this industry, so we have fun and work hard. So work hard, play hard.
I mean, I for sure thought, okay, I need to write this down. This is a story idea.
Matt Johnson. I'm a telemarketer. That's another part about TV reporting is, yeah, it's really serious. It's really intense. You have to, be on the ball all the time. But you can't really survive in this business unless you also have a sense of humor.
So what you're going to be doing essentially is you're just talking to me, all right? So we're just having a conversation that just happens to be on camera, okay?
Journalism is a 24/7 job. Regardless of whether you only work 5 days a week, if something happens, as news never really stops, you have to come in and do it. But as far as hours, I could stroll in at noon, 1, or I could come in at 5 a.m. and be working until 10 that night. It really depends. No, that was me. I pressed the button.
Oh, I was like, you just hung up on the viewer.
No, I pressed the button and instead of I think a lot of people inspire me. I pull from different inspirations all over the place, whether it be from TV, from my family, or from my crazy ass self. Like a month in advance. I do not have time to be thinking about that. I love being able to do a story where I can really be artistic and creative with my shots, with my writing, with everything. But at the same time, hard news is also a passion of mine. But I have to say that the idea of it, putting those two together, is in-depth reporting, investigative reporting, because that way you can take my love of both worlds. I can be more creative with in-depth documentary style and then have that hard news that actually makes an impact in the world.
Whoa. Hello. What's more important, a volunteer award or a DFL thing?
Honestly, I love it. It's hard for me to think of a worst part, but I mean, carrying the gear, that's not super fun. I mean, we have great high definition cameras and everything, but then they're a little heavier, and our tripods are kind of heavy, but I think that's what, in a starter market, that's what you're going to have and do. So I appreciate all aspects of it.
Should we show this?
I like this part. It's fun to have the roles reversed,
We'll have this story and all your local news, weather, and sports coming up next on Lakeland News at 10.
that's also what I love about this job. We've probably chosen a little more difficult career path, but you know, when I look at, you know, current job openings, you know, I think how cool that I might have an opportunity to live in Louisiana or Maine or Oregon, or, you know, there's just, I think it's really fun. So I know that there will be a few more jumps before I get to that dream spot, and I'm willing to do that.
That's bizarre.
No, it's not.
It's weird.
A potential congressional candidate.
I enjoy my job every day more and more. It's a fun journey.
On top of being a fabulous reporter, you also get to work with fabulous coworkers. Go. I want to see the rest of it.
Stay tuned. Lakeland News Tonight. You will see it. Get out of here.
That's one of the most important parts about a good newsroom, is the camaraderie and the relationships that you have with your coworkers. You know, we definitely here in the newsroom like to get a little crazy sometimes, and we laugh and joke and have a great time, and that's really, I think, what makes us able to continue doing this crazy hectic job is the people that we get to work with.
Wrap. That's a wrap.